Yo. Hold on. There we go. Hopefully the music is at a good volume. Let me make sure stream is going well. Yeah, we're live. Dog. A dog's farting up a storm. He's like farted like 5 times in the last 5 minutes. How do I edit this? I know how to swim. Okay, we got YouTube chat, Twitch chat, the chat in my heart. I wonder if people on YouTube can hear the music because I had it made sure like so I can okay. So on Twitch I can make it so you hear music during the stream, but it doesn't save in the VOD. Now in YouTube, because I'm multi-stream using this app, I don't really have that same capability. So I don't know if they hear music during the stream. I know they don't hear it during the VOD because I already checked, but I don't know if they hear it during the stream. Are they just sitting in pure silence? uh, bring me the horizon, bro. I love this music. Also, good news. I found my credit card. I had it missing. I knew like I didn't lose it like somewhere out in the world, which was a good thing because I don't physically use it ever. But I was like a little worried it was out lost in the world because I didn't know for a fact. But I was deep cleaning and I found it underneath my desk. But it was because okay, where it was next to my computer, next to a power cord. My power cord is black. The bottom of my desktop is black. My floors are extremely dark brown, and underneath my desk where there's no light, it's like black, and the card is black. So it's why I couldn't find it. But I found it. Okay. So we're gonna be working on emotes today. Um so I normally when I do emotes, I normally like to do them all at once. Using like a emote grid. But I'm a little bit too lazy for that right now. Well, no, I'm not too lazy. It's actually easier to do that way. What I want is to have like content to post on TikTok because I ran out of art. Like I'm sleepwalking. So we're gonna be doing emotes for 2 people. We're doing 5 emotes for Kill the Bit and 3 emotes for Corpse God. I need to pull up a picture. We're gonna start off with Kill the Bit first. Oh, you know what? I can actually use this. Hold on. My commissions. Just so I don't have to like take up screen space. I'm sleepwalking. I do want to fix my overlay. Well, not fix it, change it, so to speak. Um, I kind of want less space taken up around the edges. Like I still want the same theme. I just want it to be like closer to the edge, if that makes sense. Also, I gotta make that big old head smaller. Big old head. Alright, let's scooch myself down here a smidge. We don't need all of that space, like. Okay. And let's look at the emotes. Bit wanted. Okay. Surprisingly, hearts are just like one of those things I have issues drawing, even though they're like pretty simple. Simple geometric shapes are like surprisingly extremely difficult for me. I don't think they should be, but like I don't know if my struggling is justified or if I'm like just not good at art. Sire Eclipse, hi. What would you like your tarot reading on, or do you want a general reading? Hi, hi. I have no idea. Okay, that's no problem. We do a general reading. I do like to pause my music for this because it like lets me focus. I've I've had one reading before. Ooh, I get to be your second reading. Okay, so just to clarify, I am still learning. If it doesn't resonate, just let me know and I will draw again. Usually if the first one doesn't resonate, the second one will. So just like keep that in mind. Cause like sometimes I'm like too distracted. And like I focus on myself. So sometimes like my cards like to yell at me. So like, if it doesn't resonate, just let me know. Alright, Sire Eclipse. Spirit who has our best interest and highest good in mind. What is a message for Sire Eclipse? All right. Okay. So it seems like you're. So I got the Fool, which is usually like you're starting a new journey, like, and usually with like I would say like a childlike wonder kind of, like you don't really know what it holds. You're just like like a child doing something, like pure spirited, innocent. But yeah, you're going on a new journey. Um, They also says don't be afraid to take chances, weigh your options. But let me see what this journey is about. Hold on. Spirit. What is this journey about? Because that's kind of vague. Let's see. A mental health self-care journey? Ooh. Let's see. Um okay, so saying self-care, tending to your deepest needs, but there is a warning to like there is a difference between knowing what you want and then being a little selfish. So it's saying that, let's see. And you may have like an old issue with someone um that you're trying to heal but it seems to keep bothering you and it's asking you to try to like take the high road and forgive them because otherwise it's just gonna like make you more miserable. But that's what I got. Until you said that part. That's what I got. I'm getting you're impulsive a lot too. I don't know. I got two cards that said impulsive, so but we can do it again. Okay. I don't know why sometimes the first reading doesn't work. I think I should just do like do a reading, ignore it, and then just do the second one. Because it's always like when I do people I don't know, it's always like that. I don't really understand why. When it's people I know, it's usually like right off the bat. But when it's people I don't know or like I maybe it's like I just have trouble tapping into your energy. I think that's maybe what it is. And then like just talking to you more lets me like focus. But I don't know. It's interesting when it's like family, friends, myself, or just like people who I talk to on a regular basis. Usually the first time is always good. But at least with strangers, at least the second time is good. Two times isn't bad. Right, spirit who has Sire eclipses highest good and best interest in mind. What is a message they need to hear? Sire... Um, hmm. Okay, so the reason I'm having like a little trouble here is because I kind of had I don't know if there's someone like you're close. I don't know if this is saying like a relationship or like a friendship or what, but it's saying, I guess I'm trying to put it lightly. If it's been like an emotional roller coaster, um, but I don't know because it didn't seem like you're because it seems like to be repeating from the last time where it was like there's someone in your life you're having issues with, but maybe it's like a future thing. I am okay. Okay, so it's if that's the case, then it's asking you to try to express yourself constructively. Um, okay, so I don't know if this person is making you feel this way or if you are unjustly feeling this way. I'm not sure which one it is, but it's saying that they might be dragging you down and you might be it feeling uh, like potentially like really emotional and jealous. Uh, but I don't know. I don't know if they're like it seems like they might be causing it. Sadly, yep. Oh. Um okay, if I can be really honest with you, I don't want to say this because it seems really negative, but it says like there's like a good chance that this relationship is gonna come to an end, whatever it is. I don't know if it's a friend or a romantic interest, but it does say you're gonna come to terms with it and you're gonna heal super nicely and you're gonna be able to release a lot of baggage that comes with it. And then you're gonna go on your new journey. But you're gonna feel a little lost on what to do and stuff like that. So I don't know. That's what it said. So uh, that's why I was like hesitant to say anything because I didn't want to be like, like, uh, I kind of felt bad reading that. I want it straight. Okay, well that's what it says. It says a heartbreak is in your future, but you're gonna come out of it really well. You're gonna like actually move past it. Like I think it's gonna release a lot of baggage for you. And then you're gonna start the new journey we talked about in the first reading, because I saw that again that you're starting a new journey. The only thing it says you might be like a little like scattered brain. I don't know if you have ADHD. I usually get scattered for people who have ADHD, but I don't know if you're like there's a lot of things you may want to do, but does my streaming count as heartbreak? It definitely could. If it has that emotional baggage to it, for sure. It didn't specify a person. I want to like say that. It didn't specify a person, but it did specify you being dragged down an emotional roller coaster. So, it is definitely possible. Cuz usually when you see a person, you would see like the lover's card, which is not what I got. So yeah, I that's why like I didn't know if it was a person, a relationship, or a friendship or something. But it's usually if it's a person, it would be like the lover's card or something like that. But I didn't get the lover's card. But yeah, that's what we got. Exciting stuff. But it does seem to be positive, even though it kind of sucks. It does seem that you're gonna come out of it pretty like with your head on straight. at least from the emotional aspect of it. And then it does seem you're going to be confused with what your new journey is going to be. Like, you don't really know what you're going to do. But I think once you figure it out, you're going to be pretty straight. I think you're going to be happy. So, yeah, that's what I got. Which makes sense if you're quitting something like streaming and then starting something new. Sorry about my dog barking. Oh, hold on. More of going through issues with my stream. What kind of issues are you going through, if you don't mind me asking? Okay, I'm gonna ask you what issues you're going through, but then let me take care of my dog really quick. 1 second. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna lower the volume just a little bit. I started 4 months ago, and honestly, I should have no reason to complain with what I've made, but I'm not happy with my own results and myself. Can I ask? Oh, inconsistency of results, even though I fully understand that I know the issues. Can I ask what kind of results you were expecting? Or like what results do you think would make you happy? If you don't mind me asking. If I ever ask you anything you don't want to answer, just feel free not to answer. I'm just like curious. All I want are people to talk to, but a lot of times it's just lurkers in my stream. Gotcha. What kind of content do you stream? Do you stream art? I'm only asking because you're watching an art stream right now, or it's variety. Well, I can. I feel like it's hard for me to give you like advice on that just because I have one viewer. But lurkers do I do know that lurkers make like up 90% of Twitch viewership. So it's kind of like I guess what you want isn't what you have, and that's the issue. Like you want people to talk to you, you want a community, you want this, that, and the other thing. Now, if you're deciding to quit, that's all well and good, if you're not happy. But if you want more of a community, then I would recommend doing more community things. Like, I would start off with like a big event to attract people. If you have a Discord that's dead, I would delete it and remake a new one. Be like, make a new event, entice people with like maybe like a small Steam gift card if you have money for it. If not, it's fine. You don't have to do that. But it entices people. I average 15, but weekends it goes at 6 to 8. See, that makes sense because on the week, so the issue is with the weekends, bigger streamers go live on the weekends. So you're basically sharing your viewers with bigger streamers on the weekends. Like specifically YouTube streamers. I don't think well of myself too. Oh. Well, clearly, like, I'm gonna just say this: you've been streaming 4 months, and you're doing fantastic. I've been streaming since April, 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 May, June, July. So I've also been streaming 4 months. So you and me both been streaming 4 months, and yet you're like miles ahead of me. This music is too loud. Why did my volume change? Anyway, I'm not that talkative. I have issues being a yapper due to being a shut-in for 10 plus years. You're not talkative. Wait, when you say being a yapper, you have issues yapping or you yap a lot? But here's the thing. I have issues yapping. That's great though for streaming. I think yapping is great. My life is boring. I really doubt that. Even if your life itself is boring, you yourself could be interesting, personality wise. But I rarely meet people who are like really, really boring. Go work, come home, play games, go sleep. Makes you feel better. I never leave my house. I just stream and go sleep. I don't go out. Me neither. But here's the thing, my life isn't that interesting, but I think I'm interesting, you know? Like, I never leave my house other than to walk my dog. I'm like afraid of society. But I like to think of myself as interesting. Um, and I'm pretty sure if you're averaging 15 viewers during weekdays and you only been streaming for 4 months, I think people find you pretty interesting as well. I think the details themselves don't really matter as much as more as how it's delivered. Yeah, but I'm saying it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter if that's all you do. You can still be an interesting person. Like, you're more than what you do. You know what I mean? Kind of like an extreme example. Like, imagine people who go to prison for their entire lives. All they do is stay in a cell block for like 23 hours, and then they go out for 1 hour. And that's all they do. And yet, I promise you, a lot of people in prison are pretty fucking interesting. You know? Like, that's an extreme example, of course. Chris Wolfking, hi hi. Also, hi Shroom, I didn't say hi to you. I'm so sorry. But yeah, for example, Shroom, like they just said, like they don't do much, but every time I talk to them, I have a blast. You know. I mean, like kind of every time a new okay, I'm gonna go to Pandora because anytime like a new song pops up, it like changes the volume. I'm getting a little annoyed with that. And I need to get to my PC more often. Yeah. But yeah, I think you're too focused on the details of like if you put your life on paper, you don't think it's that interesting. But we're more than like as people, we are more than that. We're more than our achievements. We're more than our accolades. We are more than you know what we're able to put on a resume or whatever we're able to write in a diary. Like that's not a good depiction of who we are as people. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, you're maybe your wake up to sleep time when you put it on paper and summarize it, it's like not that interesting. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that's all you are as a person, you know? And clearly people like you. So you're doing something right. If anything, I should be going to you for advice, you know? You're doing something right. I was getting good views and then I got sick and then Twitch decided to kill my stats immediately. That's okay. We're getting back, baby. Shh. Sorry about my dog. He's an angry boy. To take a break. I want to stream every day. Okay. So I think with Twitch is that they value consistency. So if you want to dial it back, just kind of like phase it out versus just like shh, stop it. Stop. You're stressing me out. Stop. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. What was I saying? Hey, stop. Be quiet. Hey. No. My dog is mad at me because I'm washing his bed. He doesn't have a bed and he's upset. Even though he never spends time in his bed, he usually spends time in my bed. But his bed being gone is upsetting. Go ahead. But yeah, I took a break and it fucked me. But I'm like, the reason. Fuck me, bro. What? Why are you yelling? I'm gonna give you a snack. Hold on. Just because I have more views doesn't mean I'm more successful than you. It depends what you're using to measure success. But I think generally speaking, the only good measurement is whether or not you're happy. And if you're not happy, then, I hype up all of my streamer friends even during my streams. I mean, that's good. That's nice. Personally, like, I want to do that, but the thing is, I really can't see myself supporting a lot of streamers. Not because, like, they're not good or their content's not good. It's because, like, I'm a very like low energy person and like supporting a lot of people is draining. And I don't mean like shouting them out, that's fine, but like going into their streams, watching them, liking their stuff, that stuff. That stuff is draining as all heck. Waffles. Yo, that looks more like cake than waffles. Waffle cake. I appreciate your kind words. Of course, of course. I help where I can, but I think the issue is more of like your perspective than it is your actual achievements. Because you're doing well. Like you said, you're doing well. You're just not happy. But I think building a community is a lot. If that's your goal, I think there's a lot more work involved, but um it's definitely achievable. It's just more focused into like doing events and actually like scheduling time to hang out with people. And I'm doing awful at that. I need to hang out with people more. That's probably why I dropped off. Look at this big old head. Watch anime, etc. Okay. Well, if you hang out with people, okay, let me ask this. When you say you want a community and stuff, like, what are you expecting with that? Is it just like they don't talk during stream? Oh, okay, gotcha. Mm, the only thing I have for that is that there's this tip I heard due to the time I stream, most of my viewers are European. Mm. Yeah, that's why I switched my schedule. I switched my schedule to be like, so I normally like to stream at 2:30 p.m. Central Time. And I wanted to have like a bit more like cuz a lot of people are being like international viewers and European, which is nothing like that. They're great. So far everyone I met has been fantastic. But because the plans I have require NA viewers because I since I'm an artist, I plan to make merch, like physically make merch, and because of EU standards and laws, it's actually and tax laws too. It's really difficult to sell overseas without like proper litigation and proper everything. So I had to switch. I can't switch my time. I stream due to. You know what you could do? So okay, what you can do is can I ask how long do you stream? Like how many hours do you stream? When you like stream, how many hours do you stream? You better make it work so I can buy all your merch. It depends on the day. Let's say on average. like 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 to 4. Okay. So this is my honest opinion. What you should do. You need to cut those hours in half and then focus on making like YouTube or videos. And even though like it's a slow start to do that stuff, you can like target your content to be for NA people because you can upload it at a time that's good for NA people. You know what I mean? And then you have a call to action, which if you don't know what a call to action is, it's when you direct people to do something. So like a call to action would be like at the have you ever seen like the end of a TikTok video and be like, what do you think about this? That's a call to action because you're asking people a question and it invites them to like message. So another call to action would be like, click down below if you want more info. So you can have your call to action be like, make sure to check them out Twitch, you know. So that will focus on like NA people, even the ones who are awake during the time that you need them to be. So I would focus on posting during like good NA times, which is either morning lunch or dinner time. I recommend dinner. And then once you build that up, make sure you're directing them to your Twitch. And then over time, you're going to have a bigger NA audience. Because if you cannot change your stream schedule, then you need a way to like target the people you want to target. And unfortunately, Twitch does not let you really do that. So first multi-stream, so your VODs automatically go on YouTube. Unfortunately, you don't really get a lot of views on VODs, but it's something, so your YouTube channel doesn't look empty. I don't know. Okay, this is how you edit, okay? Do you show your face on stream? Or are you like a VTuber, PNG tuber, no face? VTuber, perfect. If you have a model, literally just do what people do. Literally just record yourself yap for like 30 seconds and then upload it. Don't go crazy fancy with like the editing. And you just go into the Twitch app and you upload the video with like the audio and everything. Go to the Twitch app, have it auto do your captions. The captions are pretty on TikTok, okay? So you get the auto caption styled on TikTok. And then you put in a sound. Now, you can put the sound on 0 volume, but I recommend putting a sound even if it's at 0 volume because it helps push you, okay? Put a sound at 0 volume. Or you can put it at like 1 or 2 if you still want like a little bit in the background. And it's super easy because it automatically recommends music to you. So you don't even have to like really put in that effort to find music. So it automatically recommends music. And you put the auto captions, right? You upload it. And then there's a setting where it automatically downloads your TikToks for you when you upload. You upload that download to YouTube and Instagram and you schedule it for the time you need. Yeah, so just yap because that's what your content is, right? You're yapping, so that's like perfect for you. Literally just turn on your and the cool thing about OBS is that you can actually like record like um the the 16 by 9 already if you want to, or you can edit it later. Also, if you have clips in your streams already that you think are good or like clippable, Twitch actually can edit TikToks for you almost instantly, and it's actually really easy and fast on Twitch to edit your TikToks on there. Like, all you have to do is like make a highlight or a clip of what you want, and then like you format it, and it has like these little like viewer windows, and you can choose how you want to navigate, and it also puts your Twitch name on there for you. So, but if you don't want to do all that, you can just record on OBS and then upload to TikTok. But yeah. You're since you have a VTuber, it's actually a lot easier. Me, I have to make a whole piece of art to fucking record a TikTok. But my last two TikToks fucking flop, and it makes me mad. But I've only been doing TikTok for 2 weeks now, and I'm almost at 100 followers on TikTok. On YouTube and Insta, it's a little bit different because I don't really know the algorithms on there because I don't watch YouTube Shorts and I never use Instagram, so I don't really know what's the vibe over there. So I only have 30 subscribers on YouTube, but YouTube feels more stable and like your videos still do well even if like TikTok, if they don't do well in the first like 5 seconds, it's pretty much like dead. But on YouTube, I've had a couple of videos that didn't do well for like the first 24 hours. And then after that, they like kind of popped off, which was really cool. So, like, YouTube kind of rewards you more for being consistent, while TikTok kind of like cucks you the whole. So, I do like YouTube for that. But yeah, I spend like so much time on TikTok, so I get TikTok a little bit more. But YouTube and Instagram, they're kind of like I don't really get them because I don't watch them. I don't spend time on them. I should because that's kind of like low key my job. But well, not my job because I don't really get paid for it. But like it's what I spend my time on. My job is art, but off topic. But I finally got the government decision on my new rent allowance. I'm not gonna be poor anymore. Let's go! Yay to not being poor. Hold on, my music's like telling me I need to allow ads. Hey there. Fuck. How do you know? I have like 5 ad blockers. God. Okay. Let's see. Pause. Pause. How do I pause on this site? Okay. Are you working now? And then I put it back on. Oh, wait, it didn't like that. Oh, my bad. My bad. I usually have an ad blocker. I turned it off, bro. Fucking bullshit. Yo, anyone got $5 I can borrow? Then I also gotta wait for them to make a decision on my income support allowance too, but that might take a while because I only made the application for it a few days ago. Well, hopefully it's good. And then I also gotta make a jobless allowance. See, when you talk, I get pissed off because how you get an allowance for being jobless? Like that's fucking bullshit. Like, and not bullshit because it's bad. It's bullshit because I don't get one. You just get in debt here. Like, oh, you don't have a job? I guess you're homeless and living on the street, and you're probably gonna die of dysentery. Like, like must be nice. Oh, Religion's different. Bro, invite me. Yo. Hey, do y'all do like the marriage like citizenship thing? Just asking for a friend. You can come over at any time. But like how's the citizen like cuz like I want the benefits. I don't want just like I don't want to just live there. I want the benefits. I want to be a citizen. Do y'all do like the marriage thing? Let me Google it. Does Finland do marriage citizenship? No. Marriage doesn't grant citizenship over there. You can get a Finnish citizenship if you're a former Finnish citizen, a Nordic citizen, a child born abroad and out of wedlock to a Finnish man or a Finnish non-birth mother, an adopted child between 12 and 17 of age, a young person. Oh, by application, let's see. If you currently live in Finland and have lived in Finland for the last 8 years, in certain exceptional cases, the required period of residence is shorter. The period of residence is 2 years if you're a citizen of Denmark, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, or your spouse is a Finnish citizen diplomat. Residence is required of 5 years if you have the language skilled required for obtaining citizenship or your spouse is a Finnish citizen and you've lived together for at least 3 years. You have to be married and live there for 3 years. Wait, who's getting married? No. Yeah, apparently you have to know Finnish. I mean, I'm already like trilingual, so I'm not like worried to learn another language, but it is gonna take time for sure. I'm not getting married. I'm not getting married. I'm just thinking about it. I'm just thinking about it. I was just joking, just thinking about it. I'm not saying it's not hard to learn. I'm just saying because I, people who are bilingual or trilingual already have like for example, if I only spoke English, me learning Finnish would probably be impossible. But because I speak other languages, it like the part of my brain that learns languages is a little bit easier. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not worried since like I know how to learn languages, basically. Now to learn it sufficiently enough to take like a citizenship test and like that definitely is gonna be tricky. Like I guess you can come. That's funny. Can you speak ancient Egyptian? I cannot, unfortunately. I think I need someone to ring this stone tablet. Sorry, I can't fulfill your stone tablet needs. Honestly, my bad. I did know this guy who was an archaeologist in Egypt. That he was a fuck boy. We don't fuck with fuck boys. Exactly. Well, I used to, but like on accident. Like I didn't know they were fuck boys until after. Yeah. But definitely not on purpose. Fuck boys are kind of interesting. At least like all the ones I've met, like were like it's interesting because okay, let me tell you a story about like the last one, right? That was like a couple years ago. Um Also mind you it didn't last that long, but it was basically like so I met this guy. I liked him a lot. We got along really well. We're like basically best friends. And then I was like, but we met under the pretense of like flirting, you know? Like it wasn't like friend zone type shit. And so I was like, I was like straightforward. I was like, yo, I like you, right? And he was like, all right, he was like basically like he doesn't do relationships. And I was like, okay, that's fine. But then I was like, well, he was like, oh, I don't do relationships, but we can stay friends. And I was like, no, I don't really, well, because like I don't think I can be your friend because I like you too much, like I like I was like, nah, I don't want to be your friend. And I was just like, I was basically like, I appreciate it, but I think I'm just gonna like dip. I'm looking for a relationship. I'm like, I like to be, I'm a monogamous person. Like, I like to be, when I date someone, I want to be in a monogamous, serious relationship. And if that's not in the cards for us, I'm not really looking for that. And he was like, okay, I respect that. And I was like, cool. And, we parted ways. Literally, like, we, after that, he basically started pursuing the shit out of me hard. Like, immediately, like, when I got home, he, like, called me, wanted to hang out. He's like, let's watch movie dates. And he would do romantic things with me. I missed like 20 seconds because of ads. Checking my ads. What was the last thing you heard? Oh, okay. So I said we were just gonna be friends, and I said nah. And then literally, and he was like, "I respect that." And then literally after that, he started pursuing the shit out of me. Like, he called me immediately when I got home, right? And then he was like, "Let's do this, that, and the other thing." Like, let's like he would do like really corny shit with me, like relationship type shit with me. And it confused the hell out of me because it was like, I like you and you're doing this shit, And it was like, I think like me dipping triggered him to chase. And I was like, and it fucked me up. And then like, I got like super into him, of course, because I already liked him. And I already told him I had feelings for him. And he knew that. And yet he wanted to do all this couple shit, you know? And then of course I got more feelings, and then I had to like I expressed my feelings for them, and they got scared. I think they're just like afraid of commitment. They like dipped as soon as I like they like pieced the fuck out. Turns out, bro had a whole nother girlfriend, and then like 6 months later, he tried to like reach out to me again. Mind you, still dating someone. I'm like, hell no, nah, bro. Fuck that shit. When I found out he had another girl, I blocked it. I blocked him on every fucking thing. Shit, I wish I had a girl interview like that. Well, just be super fun. But yeah, I've been in a few situations like that where like I would meet a guy who had no intention of dating me, but yet like they didn't want to commit to me, but they wanted to do all the couple shit. Like they wanted to go on dates, they wanted to do like, the holidays together. They wanted to like, hold hands, so like even say like I love you and shit, but they didn't want like oh, I don't wanna be like in a committed relationship because like they just wanna like fuck around and have like date multiple people. So it's like, yeah. I've had some crazy stories I've known, but never actually been in an official relationship. So I think the people you're in like situationships with have like the craziest stories compared to like people you've been in like solid relationship. Double shaking my head. The thing is, it's happened more than a couple times. I would attract guys who like came at me with like the premise of like dating me, but like didn't actually want to commit and date me, but like were okay leading me on. So so it wasn't on purpose though. Like I'm not like out here looking for like people who are like gonna screw me over and like are fuckboys and like non-committal. Like that's not my objective. Luckily, I have grown to have better discernment and like better at like picking out the red flags from these types of people. So I haven't had that situation happen to me in a while, which thank God. And like I can definitely tell right away when someone has like those intentions with me. And just basically like when I meet someone and like they show interest and like nothing happens from it because I'm just like I see the red flags and I'm just like I lose interest immediately. But yeah. But it took me a while to figure out what the red flags were because unfortunately, like, like I dated a bunch of people who were just like a bunch of red flags that like it took me meeting someone who was like a good person who treated me well in the way I should be treated for me to be like, "Oh, that's what it looks like." You know what I mean? So, that's so yeah, but yeah, it wasn't like I'm like out here looking for like shitty people, you know. Like if I knew ahead of time, like if I had like any inkling, like that's what was happening, then like I definitely wouldn't have like stayed as long as I did. But I didn't really, mind you. I also know like among the girls I've known, only one is still like on my mind sometimes, and I hate myself for not going for it. Oh no. It's hard for sure, man. I'm at least happy that I like figured it out eventually. Better late than never. Let me take this screenshot really quick. Among the girls, wait, I read that one. Like this girl came over to my apartment to just cook for me. What am I doing? Oh my god. How does this emote look like, guys? Does it look good? Oh, actually, I don't think. Oh, wait, they are online. Ooh. Jasper, are you okay? He's been farting so much tonight. My dog, when he farts, he sounds like he has like a fart sound effect. Like it sounds like artificial, if that makes sense. Like it sounds like a sound clip or something. And like I thought dogs were supposed to have like silent farts, but like it sounds like a fucking sound clip, sound bite. She has a boyfriend, good for her though. I'm glad she found someone. Damn. Yeah, as much as I would like to date someone, like I am open to dating. Like if it happens, it happens. But I'm kind of just focusing on me because I feel like I want to be in a certain place before I start dating. Like I want to have my own home. I would like to have my own home. I would like to be. I would like to have more money, more successful. Silent but luckily, I don't think my dog's farts smell like, but he just is. It's loud. Like it's. Yeah, I want my own place. Like also hide my hoodies. But yeah, I'm open to dating. I'm just like if it happens, it happens. But I'm not like actively trying to pursue it. I had to bail for a bit, but I do appreciate what you said and will be using it going forward. Awesome. I hope it works out for you, but also, if it ends up not being like something you want, like there's also no shame in like pivoting or trying something new, something different. I'm getting a save for my hoodies. And I try to keep coming back. I appreciate that. But also if you don't, it's all chill. Like I know watching streams as a streamer is kind of a lot because you stream like 2 to 4 plus hours and then you want to watch a stream on top of that. Like that's crazy. Had an ex who took my favorite anime hoodie. No, not the anime hoodie. Okay, so they approved the email. So I'm just gonna finish this because I want to make sure I finish one at least tonight. I usually do them all at the same time. Like I do all the sketches first, all of the flat color, and then like the final shading. But this time I'm just kind of want to make sure. I never stole a guy's hoodie. I never thought about it. Like after the fact, I'm like, oh, maybe I should have. I never thought about it when like in the moment. But I also never wore their hoodies. I never had like, I never thought about like, oh, let me put on your hoodie. You know? I think it's because I was always wearing my own hoodie, but you can wear, you can't have. Well, I've never worn or took, so I don't really have a, I don't have an impulse for it. I wonder if there's people out there who like purposely steal hoodies or if it was always just like an accident. I feel like if you're a guy with a hoodie, you probably need to have like specific like you need to buy like those plain hoodies that are like $20 so you can give them that one. I want to get a sublimation printer and do my own designs on clothes. Hmm. You know, you can get a heat press, which are really cheap, and then just order like the design. Like, there's websites that you can like order the your designs on paper, so you can just heat press it. Like, there's companies that do that. I have a heat. Yeah, perfect. Then you can start already. If you do your own designs, you can like just like order your designs on. I don't know the name of the website, but I know there's like multiple websites out there that you can like order the like the the stuff, the sublimation stuff, the heat press. Also, I see people who buy like regular printers, like high quality printers. Specifically, I've seen people buy the Epson Eco Tank and then they replace the ink with sublimation ink. But I highly recommend looking into that before you do it because I don't want you to fuck up your printer. Take all of my advice with a grain of salt. know why my dog keeps barking. He usually doesn't bark this much. Little puppy. Ruff, 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 ruff. Oh, excuse me. I don't know why my dog is barking. What's wrong? Give me 1 second. Yo, my dog is such a spoiled brat, bro. So I had washed his bedding like it has like a cover and then you put like the cushions inside. So I was washing like the covers, right? And they just had gotten out of the dryer, and ever since they gotten out of the dryer, he was barking like crazy. And I figured like that's why he was barking, and so I asked for help to like put the cushions back in because it's a little bit tedious. And he was starting to get all excited, so like I knew that's what he was barking for. We finally put the bed together. He doesn't want to sleep in it, but he's calm now. He's sleeping on my bed. He just wanted it done. What did the policeman say to his belly button? What did he say? What did the policeman say to his belly button? You're under. Stupid. That's so funny. Speaking about JCPenney, did y'all see that ad that what's her face? What's her name? Like Sweeney something did for like American Eagle jeans? Did you hear about the Italian chef who died? He passed away. Not linguine. I'm so funny. I'm sorry, but being funny has been outlawed in the United States. So unfortunately, you're talking on a US platform, so you're gonna have to go. I need to see if I have a picture, but I need to see. Pacific has. Um, I think they posted one in my Discord once. Yeah. So it's like dark gray. Okay. Let's see. I might have to like redraw this. Because it's like. Take the snacks, but I guess we're. Yeah, it's nice because I don't have to like get distracted by bots and shit. Also, I forgot to like. I wanted to check out Sire Eclipse's channel. I want to see what type of content they make. Posture check. You caught me shrimping. Shrimp not allowed. I'll keep that in mind. If I can. To be fair, if I had good posture, I wouldn't have that redeem. I'm drawing so slow. Right? I don't know what color heart Bit would want, but I'm gonna choose like a cute pinkish red. But if they want to change it, I'll change it for them. I'm not here. Hey, but hey, what color would you like your heart to be? You came at a perfect time. Bits here, bits here. I say goldish or yellow color if possible. All right. We're gonna make it kind of a strong gold because you have a lot of grays in your design, so I want this to kind of like stand out a bit. Yeah. Okay, let's do the hair really quick because I want to get rid of the sketch. I feel like this ear is in the wrong location. I need to make it like I need to move it like over here. Sometimes emotes is hard to draw the hair, especially when it's cut off. Because you're still trying to keep like the essence of the hairstyle, which is sometimes hard because you can't see it all. Okay. I think we got it. I actually think maybe like not the eye, but the eyebrow would peek through. There you go. Hold on, I need to look up like a gold heart because I want it to look like gold. Like gold. Oh, I just noticed that we're having ads. My bad, y'all. Oh Lord. I'm like zoning out and not realizing you're hearing all these fucking ads. Oh. Banana tea. Honestly, if I really need to get some sleep, of course, go to sleep. Bit. I appreciate you coming at all. I can fully peek through. Whole X new law thing is going on. Others are using the due to local laws for a temporary restricting access to this content message has censorship. PNG just blocking the boot whenever. Bum, 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 bum. The M's. They know how to swim. Like I'm sleepwalking. I think I'll go watch some stuff and then maybe take a little nap before leaving to a meeting I have in the afternoon. Sounds like a good plan. Night. Night night. Stop the shrimp. I know you're right. I was in fact shrimping. Don't call me out like that. The heck? Got my eyes on. Watch your emote. Got art looking after me now? What the heck? What the heck? Flown. I'm gonna end the stream here because I usually only stream for 2 hours lately. And it's already 11. I want to make sure I get enough sleep tonight. Bye, Curse. Bye, Shroom. Bye, Bib. Bye, anyone if they're still watching. I'll see y'all tomorrow, 2:30 Central Time. Peace out, guys.